he was born on 1st of February 2010, 2.6 kilograms, most beautiful baby in the world, and yeah, we've been enjoying every moment of him. We just after his second birthday, his birthday was in February, around about March, April, we saw that he wasn't walking as nicely as he always was. He was holding onto the walls. He developed a squint, and sometimes it looked like he didn't see us properly. And then end of April, the creche phoned one day and said, but he can't see and he's only sitting, it seems like he's not registering at all. Went to pick him up, took him to the pediatrician where he was admitted, and they performed an MRI scan where he was diagnosed with Leigh's disease. There's no treatment. The prognosis is for boys about 5 years old. It's a genetic disease, so yeah, before they always told us we only have a limited time. He was diagnosed in May last year. In September he just stopped breathing, and then they said this is it.
When I first met him, of course, he was in a coma. He was on a ventilator. He was critically ill. He was also, in medical terms, he was acidotic. He was actually very seriously ill with some respiratory infection as well. It was actually by chance one of the friends of the patient's mother informed me that she Googled, of course, and she discovered this medication on the internet. Read about it, just noticed that they had some success in Italy and in the United States. It was still in a very early trial phase. I then decided to make contact with the company in the United States, and this resulted in we communicating till 3 o'clock in the morning, and eventually they of course asked me all about Daniel and his background, severity of the disease, because it's still not approved by the FDA. It can only be used in cases with what they call 90 days to termination, and they decided to give us the medication on a compassionate ground.
So I was just so happy, and gave us new hope, because after the MRI scan they said there's no hope, and after this medicine came, we actually had hope. Since he's on the medicine, he can sit up, he can crawl, he can grab hold of stuff. Yeah. He couldn't swallow, he can actually take like a lollipop now. He can swallow a bit of ice cream. So yeah, we have a child back.
When I heard that there was 2 ladies, one Daniel's mum, talking to a friend of hers, and talking about Daniel in the ICU, and she actually wanted to know if there will ever be an opportunity to take him home. Went up to her, introduced myself, and I told her about our Newport HD70 ventilator, and the journey started from there.
So he was first identified as a home care candidate, and we were brought in and we had discussions with the doctor and the mommy and the whole family. Obviously Covidian were very involved right from the start, and then we placed him on the home care vent, and we followed him right through the whole process, and now he's happily at home and doing very, very well. He calls it his spooky, so he's named his little ventilator. The vent goes everywhere with him, and it's been the most reliable vent that I've seen on a patient thus far.
The ventilator resulted in a big difference in one, getting him off a standard ventilator, 2, getting out of the intensive care unit into a ward, and finally helping him to get home. And so that's made a big difference in just managing him on a day-to-day basis, but also the quality of life that he's enjoying at the moment.
He knows about the aquarium because we've taken him lots of times before he got sick. But this year we wanted to celebrate his life, and because they said we never be able to celebrate his 3rd birthday, so we wanted to celebrate and shout to the world, look, he is a miracle.
We had to get everything ready as a backup support. The hospital arranged at the private hospital where he was in the ICU. The prof, all the nursing care, family and friends to have Daniel's 3rd birthday party in the aquarium. And together with SleepNet, our home care providers, we assisted in the background just to have all the equipment ready, backup ventilators, backup monitors, but especially a backup ventilator. But our ventilator, the HD70, worked like a charm because it's got a nice long battery backup, and they just had an amazing time in the aquarium.
Well, I think it was more important for us as a medical family that was supporting him, just to enjoy him and see how he's responding to everything that he's experiencing at the aquarium.
Oh, it was fantastic. We could actually get out of hospital because the hospital ventilators is big ventilators and hello. You can't go out, but the ventilator has a battery. You can connect him on the dry second, and you take the ventilator, take him, and there you go. It's just so nice, and you actually get a life again. Our life will never be normal again, but the ventilator made our life as normal as can be.